I believe this is February 8th, 2021. Check yep, February 8th. It is 2:40 in the afternoon. I'm out here at Airport Park and walking all through this park. I've been walking this park for years. It used to be so lush and green. Still fairly green, but it's all moss. And as you can see, it's just collapsing. All the trees are collapsing. And as I walked all through the park, I noticed it. But here it's really heavy, really bad. Trees are just inundated with so much moss. As I've said before in other videos, when I was a kid, moss only grew on the north side of the tree. That's how we knew what direction to go. But this is just sad. Everything is collapsing. All these trees downed all through here. And there's no new growth. There's no new trees growing. We've got these great big pines, and that's it. There's no medium-sized pine trees, medium-sized maple trees. And there's no foot talls, 6-inch talls, no 3-foot talls. There's nothing. It's all the underbrush is just dying. And we've got all the big trees that are left that are struggling to survive, and they're dying as they go up. Pine trees, all of them. It's just sad. They're just all rotting away with no new growth coming. No new trees. There should be all different size fir trees everywhere. This park used to be really thick with underbrush. Now it's not. Now it's all just falling down because there's so much moss and crap growing on them all. It's all different crap growing on those branches that are down, those trees that have come down. They're not very big trees. If you look at these ones here, they're just covered. These smaller bushes, shrubs, whatever they are. All this, they'll be down here soon because it's going to get so heavy. There's the dogs. But they're just dying. They're so sad. I don't like letting my dogs run in and around all these trees and stuff because of all the funk that's growing on them. But I do. I just keep detoxing them with activated charcoal. The dogs, that is. But this is not healthy. You see it in movies all over the place when they have outdoor filming. You look at the trees. They've got all kinds of weird funk growing on them. It's not healthy for them. So things are just collapsing. It's very sad. Like I said, these used to be so thick in here you couldn't see the buildings in the back there at all, and now you can. It's just sad. Watch everything collapsing, and so many people are just blind to it. So busy looking into their phones to look around at nature and see what she's doing. She's dying, people, at a dramatically fast rate. Need to stop the geoengineering, weather modification, aerosol spraying, chemtrails. Doesn't matter what word you put to it, it's still the same thing. It's poisoning the planet. When they release all the crap that comes out of the back of these airplanes, barium, strontium, aluminum oxide, just to name a few of the chemicals they put in there. Actually, those are heavy metals. Kills the planet. Goes into our air, comes down to our soil and our oceans. So it's in our water, our lakes, our snowpack. Gets into the trees, plants. So all this water gets all infected. It gets soaked up into all these trees and everything. Then they die because Nature doesn't do well with massive amounts of heavy metal. It's another tree that's being totally inundated with weird funk. All the way up. Just sad. These little guys here, they're so covered in moss. They're not very old, they're not very big. Just sad. Sad, sad, sad. I need to go back and find videos I have from years ago and how thick it was in here. And compare it to a video like today's. Everything's just breaking down. So moss and funk inundated. Just everything's collapsing. But no new trees, no new growth. Ferns, we get lots of ferns. This looks like it might be a maple tree trying to grow. Yeah, it's still in the ground. But there should be new seedlings, new or 2 to 3 foot trees growing. There's none. There is none. I think the only way this little park's going to survive, I see a few maples back in there trying to take off. Mother Nature's amazing. She keeps trying though. She keeps every year still spitting out some greenery up on the top of her canopies and stuff, and it does look good, but you look close. She's very sick. Mother Nature is very, very sick right now. These young branches and stuff here, look at all the white funk on them. I find this stuff growing on sidewalks, fences, and just about every tree and shrub I come across. The only thing I have not found this weird grayish blue, greenish funk on, because it comes in several different colors, is bamboo. Bamboo seems to be resistant to it. Look at that crap. It's not right. I used to love climbing trees and stuff. I used to let my kids climb trees. I don't like my dogs chewing on them. I have no idea what's all in that stuff. Anyway, people, wake up, look around. Enjoy nature while it's still here, because at the rate all the parks that I've seen that are collapsing, it won't be long before we won't have any. And that song, I can't remember who it's by, but it's like they put up take down the parks and put up a parking lot or something like that, and all the trees are going to put them in a tree museum, and the people are going to have to pay $1.50 just to see them. Well, they'll probably charge more like $150 just to see a tree. You know, it'll be like trying to go to the zoo and see exotic animals. That's what it's going to be like to want to be able to go see trees, and you're going to have to be wearing oxygen tanks because there won't be any oxygen left, because plants, trees, and plants is where we get a majority of our oxygen. Scientists have already shown that our oxygen levels are already being depleted in the world, worldwide. Wake up, people.